Hi, and welcome to this video. Today, I'm going to be talking about coronavirus. I know I'm not trying to make light of the subject in any way whatsoever, but I thought that the best way that I could represent this was through Minecraft, where I can build things. And yeah, so the first thing that I have to show to you today is the school. And I'm going to talk a little bit about how coronavirus has affected education and schools and stuff. So let's just go into our little school, our reception, go through here and into our geography classroom. Now, coronavirus has affected education very, very heavily. We see that through GCSEs and A-levels that were supposed to be taking place this year, but have been cancelled, which just completely ruins people's chance at jobs in the future. But hopefully, if they go to a decent employer, they will understand. Now, statistic here. We have over 421 million children are out of school at the minute. The closures are in 39 countries, they're complete closures, and then there are 22 countries with partial localized closures. Now, for the majority of people, this is very, 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 very bad, and will really affect them in their life. But for some people, especially in Asian countries that don't have the best education system, this has been quite a good thing for them, to say it. So we have in China alone, 121 million children have better access to education because of they've been putting out live TV broadcasts with doing maths lessons and stuff on the news, which I think is quite cool. And so it's good in that sense, but again, for most people, their education will be badly affected because only 60% of the world's population has access to the internet. And everyone that does have access to the internet and their school has things put in place for them to do things at school, won't. A lot of them won't even do they won't do their online lessons and things. Sorry about that. And to do with the numbers and money wise, in New York State, they used up rather 9 to 15 billion dollars of their budget, of their education budget, which is 9 to 17% of it, which is shocking. But I'm just going to take a quick little second here to say thank you to my friend Nicholas in ASK, who helped build some of these things. He built the house and he built the chimney and he helped me build Tesco, which is going to be our next talking point. So we have Tesco, yes, and there is a person there, I'm not sure why, but yeah, so we go through Tesco, but you might know a lot of shops, they have implemented things in here, so people, obviously it's kind of hard to represent in this game, but the sections out so people don't don't go within 2 meters of each other. Now, we require all of our customers to remain 2 meters apart, and as you can see, there are quite empty shelves. Now, there is no toilet roll, which is quite bad. These people are social distancing, but for whatever reason they are stood in the freezer aisle. And now one thing I wanted to say was that, quick fact here, most in America and general shops, the thing that's had the highest rise in purchases is oat milk, for whatever reason, milk. Again, it's not very, which compares actually to water, which has only gone up 5.1%. So it's a bit mad. Yeah, oat milk stocks have gone up 305.5%, which is bad. It was not bad, it's just rather interesting. And we're going to Tesco again. Man, lovely social distancing. And 47.2% of US internet users are avoiding shops and shopping centres as well. Now, these people aren't social distancing, but I don't have any control over them. They do just roam around freely. And 9 in 10 over 45s in the US said that they were going to take strict precautions when shopping. Now we go to here. Again, these people aren't social distancing. Clearly they're interested in buying eggs and beds for whatever reason. And then we have Gaza here, our shop owner. And the things that Walmart specifically have sold the most of is disinfectant wipes, ibuprofen, and chicken soup, which is quite interesting statistics. Now we're going to go on to... We're going to move on to transport now, but before I move on to transport, I did make a little demonstration here of what the coronavirus does before and after, what life was like before and after coronavirus. So here's a man in his car, obviously polluting quite badly, and if he disappears, so look, he's gone completely, eventually the fumes will stop, which has really... which is quite an accurate representation. I do have a statistic here somewhere. Car usage has dropped 50% during lockdown, which is quite outstanding, really. And we are going to move on to transport over here. So this is our little train station. Again, there's a few people, and this is our little train. It's only half done, but okay, it will do. And obviously, as you probably know, that Boris Johnson has put out saying a lot about how public transport should be avoided at all costs. And one thing I found quite interesting as well was that in 2018, Dr. Lara Gosk made a study saying that people on the underground people that use the underground very frequently are a lot more likely to suffer from flu-like symptoms, which is quite interesting comparing to the coronavirus. Now, there are other things as well been put out saying about how they should wash their hands for at least 20 seconds as quick as they can after a journey. And one thing as well, the Arriva bus company has completely stopped using cash payments, which is obviously to stop the spread through money, which is quite a hefty thing to, stop using. And the underground now, this is our little train, the underground only carry 13 to 15% of its carriage of passengers that they usually can because of the 2 meter thing. Again, these guys aren't social distancing, but oh well. And now we're going to go on to pollution, obviously. Big smokestack here, and we've got our factory down there. And obviously, there's the houses that are pumping out a lot of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, which is not good at all. But during the coronavirus period, pollution has dropped. It's the largest drop ever, and there have been 11,000 less deaths because of air pollution in Europe alone, which is quite outstanding. And just to put it into perspective, this drop is 6 times bigger than the one during the 2007-2008 financial crisis. And another quite interesting factor as well is power generation from coal has reduced by 37% in Europe during April, which I think is quite outstanding. I don't know why there's so many people congregating around here, but yep. And there's another thing I want to talk about as well. I don't really have many more statistics to talk about, but if we go into my house real quick, am I in there? No, I'm not in my bedroom. But more people are using it does shock really me a little bit, because more people are using this in my little bedroom. More people are using electricity because they're inside, but the numbers have dropped so drastically. And if we just go out the back here and we go back into my little garden, we see that the wildlife is thriving quite nicely. If we go around here, there's rabbits over there, bees, in the garden. Lots of bees, actually, more rabbits, and some little fish in my pond. And I don't think... Oh, wait. And I don't think there's much more I can talk about, really, from what we have here. Obviously, you know, there's the big aspect of mental health in people, because they're spending a lot of their time in their bedrooms and stuff, doing work, and there's been a really large spike in abuse and child abuse and everything, because people are stuck inside together so much. And yeah, I mean, there's not really much more I can say about this. Again, big thank you to my friend Nicholas, who helped with this. And hope you like it, miss. This might go on YouTube. It depends how it turns out in editing. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.